Good afternoon, everyone. Looks like there's 4 people here. Oh, now it's going to mess up on me. Here we go. I hate when I go live, then all of a sudden I lose chat on here. But got it back now. Well, it's a beautiful day today. It was in the 50s today. A little bit chilly to be outside barefoot, but I did it. I just went out on the porch. I was out there 2 or 3 times today barefoot. Didn't stay out there for long. It's nice to be able to go outside 1st of December barefoot. I enjoy that. Who do we have here? Hello, Emily. If you're back. If you're not chatting right now, so you're probably not back yet. Hello, Joe. Hello, Charlene. Hello, Brett. I didn't get too much done today. Even though it was a nice day, should have been outside trying to get some stuff done. I just didn't want to push it too much. Just had that feeling today. Because I've been sore the past few days. Today wasn't too bad, but I could just feel it that if I pushed it too much, it wasn't going to be good. So I took it easy today. Can't guess. Here's Superman next to me. He came to visit. Let me move my phone over here. There you go. Good boy. And I don't know if you can see him. I think you can just barely see him. This is Dino. And here's Teddy. He's on the stool. I don't know if he's going to come over or not. Come here, Teddy. No, leave that alone. Teddy wants to rub on my tripod, so if the camera starts shaking, that's what's going on. Leave that alone, Teddy. Come here. Come here. See that, Teddy? Now, Superman fell off because of you. There's an easy landing now. The cats have been pretty active today. Now, Superman seems to be doing much better after I took him to the vet. Still is a little bit congested, but he doesn't have the runny nose and runny eyes that he did, and he's not as congested either. So he's doing much better. Hey, let me get my charger. You know, my phone's only at 52%, and battery goes down pretty quick, so I want to make sure I keep that plugged in, otherwise I'm going to end up losing it. Let's see. Hello, Sue. Hello, Michael's Adventure. Hello, Arlene. Oh, Brett, you go let Daisy in. She knows you'll let her in. That's why she digs at the front door. Yeah, that'll be good. If Debra starts getting some videos out, be nice. Now, if Old Man King would start getting more videos out, but I do have plans. I have a couple videos planned. Just got to get the filming done. Body just hasn't been cooperating with me. Well, hopefully I can get them done soon. Yeah, they're good dogs, Brett. That's for sure. If any of you don't know, Ginger and Grady are my two livestock guardian dogs that I'm trying to get the required fencing up for so I can bring them here. Because fencing's not cheap. It looks like the 6-foot high welded wire for a 100-foot roll is about $200 a roll. And then, of course, that needs the longer T-post. Probably 7-foot T-post be good for that. They're not cheap. And where I want to put the fencing surrounding my chicken run, that's going to take more because you're going to have about 2,000 square feet right in the center of that the chickens are going to be in. But I want to have them surrounding the chicken run so they can protect all sides of it. What I may end up doing is just putting them on the front side of the chicken run to save on fencing, and then let these other 3 dogs protect the sides and the back of it. And then I think with Ginger and Grady's barks, because they have pretty good bark when it comes to coyotes. So I think that might scare the coyotes off. Yeah, you do that, Joe. You get after that old man. I don't know what's up with him. Yeah, I got that price just as an estimate of what it was. Not that that's where I'm going to get it, but I got that price from Tractor Supply. But I think I can get that locally cheaper. Well, the only problem with the shorter post is I planned on running an electric wire along the top, and because I guess it still could do it. And I think about having the electric wire a couple inches above the fence. But I could run that on the inside of the wire. So, yeah, that would work. Hello, Joanne. Okay, Brett. Yeah, if I count the money for that, then I'll talk to you about including it in your order. Hello, Ace. And thank you for those reminders on the drop commands, Joe. That's appreciated. Well, as I was saying, cats are all doing good. Dogs are good. Chickens are good. Guineas are good. Everyone seems to be doing good. Chickens don't seem to want to behave. But other than that, they want to keep getting out on me. So I'm going to end up covering the run. I'm definitely going to do that. Try to keep them in the run where they belong. Well, I thought with a 5-foot high fence around there that would discourage them from flying out. It doesn't. I think actually they just see it as a challenge. And today it wasn't too bad. There was 3-4 out. But some days there'll be half dozen, maybe 8 or 10 of them out. And then at nighttime, they fly back in. Hello, Wanda. I've had my heater on all day, Joanne. I just had it on low, but it's been on. Yeah, I don't make it to Mina too often. Let's see, the last time I went to Mina was... I can't remember when. I think it's been almost a year. I think last February, maybe. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Brett. My next trip up there, get stuff out of the camper, I'll be better set for winter. My winter coats are there, my winter boots, most of my jeans. I can't remember if I grabbed my heated gloves or not. I've got some bags that I haven't opened up yet. Because it was mostly stuff I didn't need right then. Well, I'll know if they're not there, then I'll know to check the bags when I get back home. They're in there. Oh, fortunately, we're not that cold, Joe. we're going above freezing during the day, every day. 20s most nights. I'm going to look it up right now. Yeah, 20s and 30s every night through December 10th. 40s and 50s for daytime highs every day. So, not the greatest, but definitely not the worst. Oh, yeah. Cats are raising heck, chasing each other and batting stuff around. Oh, that's not bad, Brett. Yeah, I got a brand new pair of insulated boots. I don't know, I only wore them a couple times. So I want to grab them because I know they're still up there. Yeah, I'm not sure what our lowest temperature's been. I think around 24, 25. Yeah, I have problems with my left boot because I had an infection in my left leg. Let me see, it was 9 years ago last summer. And my foot and leg swelled up so bad that it never went back to normal. And I need at least a 13 wide, and sometimes even a 13 wide is tight on me. My right foot, that's fine. I could get away with a lot less with that. I talked to my doctor years ago, and he said the swelling would never go down. He described what happened, but he said my leg and foot stretched out so much from the swelling that it would never go back to normal. Hello, Emily. I knew you'd be back. Yeah, I think that's about what we are here, Brett. Really, it was a beautiful day today for the 1st of December. Oh, actually a degree colder here than you've got, Brett. Well, that's because I'm farther north. Even though I'm just the other side of the mountains from you, I'm still farther north. Yeah, I woke up early this morning, actually. I had my alarm set for 8:25, so I wouldn't be late for church at 8:30. And then I ended up waking up about 8 o'clock. Well, it's not that far north, Brett. What about Wanda's live, Emily? You just mean that she's done a couple lives? Because I knew that. I watched all of her first live, and I was in and out last week because I actually was watching 3 lives last week at that time. No, Brett, and no need to swear in here. No, actually, that S word was in the forecast for next Monday. Rain mixed with the nasty stuff. But I see now they've taken it out and just saying straight rain. That's fine with me. They have it upstate, farther upstate, Emily. I know you're upstate, but you're southern part of upstate. But just south of Watertown, they're predicting 3 to 5 feet. But I was looking at some of the totals this afternoon. It looks like it was between 3 and 4 feet in most of the areas south of Watertown. Oh, that is small, Joanne. Yeah, it's funny. I used we were like a 10.5, 11. And then when I started gaining weight, it went to my feet, and then I went up to a 12. And I probably could still wear a 12 on my right foot. But my left foot is so big now, I need at least a 13 wide. Anything less than a 13 wide, I'm not getting on my left foot. And sometimes even a 13 wide is a little tight. Hello, Austin. Okay, Emily. I thought you meant that there was something just came up about it. Yeah, size 7 is small. Brett, when I thought you already knew this, but whenever someone says snow, I always say they're swearing. Because that's a nasty word that I don't like. I don't know if I knew you lived in South Carolina or not, Austin. Did you get affected by the hurricane last summer? Yeah, you gotta be pretty close there, Emily, to the break off between downstate and upstate. Yeah, Thanksgiving was good. I bought one of the Thanksgiving dinners that they had at Harps. Everything was pre-cooked. Just had to warm it up. And I had my landlord for Thanksgiving dinner this year. She invited me to her house for Thanksgiving dinner last year, so I decided I'd buy the dinner and have her this year. Because I'm not set up to cook a turkey. I just cut some off the turkey and put it in the microwave to warm it up. And now I've got turkey for a while. I had intended to pick up a loaf of bread so I could make turkey sandwiches because the loaf I had in the refrigerator had been in there quite a while. So the chicken's got that. But I can get another loaf. I'll be going through Waldron tomorrow. So I'll probably just stop, grab a loaf of bread, and just take some turkey out of the freezer. I've got it in small packages. And just make myself a turkey sandwich. Well, that's good, Brett. Nice to go out to a restaurant every now and then. Hello, Anne. Yeah, I think he is ignoring you, Wanda. Did I say hello to you, Haig? If not, hello? And yes, I do have a tripod. Yep, I've heard Paul Case tell that story a couple times, Joe. I have a webcam that I use for my lives. This tripod is actually made for a phone. And I think I can take the one thing off and use it for my GoPro also. Well, happy early birthday, Emily. You know, Joanne, I might have some sausage gravy, and I'm going to use English muffins for biscuits. I ordered some sausage gravy from Amazon. Got what brand it is. I can't see it on the table. The sun's sitting in front of it. But I've had that same brand before. It's pretty good. Oh, happy early birthday to you also, Joe. There you go, Wanda. Yeah, Arlene, Joanne's teasing us with the sausage gravy and biscuits. Oh, that's good, Emily. It looks like on my phone that it's every now and then it gets blurry, then clears up again. Hello, J&B. Hello, Bubba. Hello, Barbara. Well, it looks like I'm at bottom of the chat now. Well, tomorrow I'm going to have Michael and Hunter come and do a little more work. Been getting some stuff done thanks to them. I just have to verify they're going to be able to come tomorrow. Because I said either tomorrow or Tuesday, but I wasn't thinking. Tuesday, I have to take Ginger to the vet to get her spayed, since that couldn't be done 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to have to go pick her up in the morning, drop her off at the vet between 8:30 and 9, and then pick her up about 4. So that's not going to work out. So it's going to have to be tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll have to be later in the week. Or is there anything specific you want to know about the chickens, Emily? Ginger is one of my livestock guardian dogs that's still at Brett and Debra's. And I want to get her spayed before she ends up coming into heat and ends up getting hooked up with her father or one of her brothers. Hello, Tony. Yep, they're all doing good, Emily. You might not have been in here when I was telling earlier that the chickens are all doing good. Guineas are doing good. I've got to get some lights in the coop. I've got what I need. I just haven't done it yet. I'll put them on a timer and get a light coming on an hour or two before the sun comes up in the morning and try to help with their egg production. They actually are laying a few more eggs now than they were, but it's still not too great. Yeah, I'm averaging probably 3 eggs a day, if that. Some days only 1 egg, other days 3 or 4. Probably between 2 and 3 that I'm actually averaging. No, J&B. I'm going to take her back to Brett and Debra's, and they have an isolation pen that they're going to have her in for recovery. And then I've got to get some different fencing up before I bring her and Grady here. Biscuits are good for you, though, Joanne. Yeah, I had that problem sometimes too, Brett. Actually, sometimes when I'm watching a live, I just let it play. I'm paying attention to what's going on and stuff, but I don't watch chat because it just bothers my eyes to be looking right at the computer all the time. Well, that's the end of that cup of coffee. I have another cup made. It's probably still slightly warm. I'll just have to warm that up. Yep, biscuits and honey. Biscuits and maple syrup. Oh, yeah, Jane B. It can be rough. I know my brother used to have a job where he was a computer programmer. So he was looking at a computer screen from the time he went to work in the morning until the time he walked out the door in the afternoon. And it was affecting his eyes. He had to get glasses for a while. And then they changed your monitors. Something that was easier on your eyes. And his eyes actually corrected themselves. And then he didn't need glasses anymore. Of course, then he got old and needed glasses. But this was when he was young, probably 30-ish. Yep. Sure can be. Whoops. Lost chat there. That was my fault, though. Well, Joanne, I hope she wiped it off good before she ate it. I have taken stuff out of the trash before under certain circumstances, but it's something that's in a sealed package. Yeah, that's probably what it was, Joe. I know after a few years, he said that they changed the monitors and he didn't have to wear his glasses anymore. His eyesight actually corrected itself. I don't remember amber vision monitors. I know I used to have a pair of amber vision glasses for driving at night when it would rain in. Because I've always had issues at night when it's raining. And I know those amber vision glasses used to help with that. Oh, that is nice of you, Joanne. Yeah, I think my first computer was an IBM. It was an old one that my brother I was just telling about that was a computer programmer. It was an old computer he had that he gave to me. But the thing is, it was so old, I couldn't use it on the internet. I could get on the internet, took a minute or two to get on, and then that was it. You couldn't open up any web pages with it or anything. It was just too old. Yes, Emily, it was dial-up. This is probably 1997, 98, somewhere in there. And all I had was dial-up until 2012, I think it was. Yes. It was 2012. Because it was after my dad died. Just before he died is when they actually put it. I can't remember what it was called. But it was very high speed compared to dial-up. It was through the phone company. And I didn't get it until I was out for a few months. Now I should be getting fiber optic sometime probably late winter. I signed up for that 2 weeks ago this coming Wednesday. And they told me 60 to 90 days at that point. They got to go through and run the wires to everyone's house. And then they set up an appointment to do the installs. Then they'll come back and actually take the wire in the house and get everything set up. Yeah, it's been slightly over 25 for me, Wanda. Um, probably about 28 years. Because for the first few years, I was working at a school. I was cleaning there. And they had all these fancy computers there. And I used to go in the computer lab during my breaks. Sometimes I'd stay there after work and get messed around on the computer a little bit. And then after a few years, then I got my own. No, Emily. The only option that we have for internet right now is just satellite or cell data. And anything that works off the cell towers, that doesn't work very well because the signal's not very strong. Like when I was having issues with the internet a couple weeks ago, I couldn't make a call, but I could send text messages if I was near the window. And as far as trying to use the data, that didn't work out. If I go into Waldron, it works beautiful. But here it doesn't. So really, your only option is one of the satellite company, Viasat, HughesNet, or Starlink. And I've got the Viasat. That's been working very well for me. Yes, KB, they do have phone also. But I'm just gonna go with the internet because what I use for my phone, I use Text Now, and that works off either data. I do have Visible also. It works off the Verizon towers. And if I'm out on the road and have a good signal, I can use that. But wherever I'm, anywhere with the Wi-Fi, it works off the Wi-Fi. So I have no need for a home phone. Because if the internet goes down, if there's a problem with fiber optic, I imagine the phone's going to go down too because it's coming through the same wire. Oh, that sucks, Bubba. Yeah, there's such a problem with stuff not being compatible with something else. I hate that. Yeah, I think everyone except people that live in a cave have some type of computer, desktop, laptop, or use your phone as a computer. Yeah, Joanne, and now you probably wish you learned a little bit more back then. The closest thing I have to TV service is Pluto, and that's got commercial. That's free. I've got Tubi. That's free. And I think the only thing I pay for is Netflix, and that's $7.99 or $8.99 a month. Hi, Sanford. Sanford just came over to eat roll paper towels I have up here. And I'm pestering him now, so he's biting me. Might be able to get him to come over. Come here, Sanford. Come here, Sanford. Let the paper towels go. There we go. Here's Sanford. Look at the camera. Look at the camera, buddy. There you go. Yeah, he's very happy that I rescued him. I don't know. I've never heard that, J&B. I know one thing that I have heard, is be very careful about opening links, because you can be opening a link that is giving a hacker access to your phone, your computer, whatever. I've had Sanford since July. Yep, sometimes that's best, Bubba. Just keep what you've already got if it's working. Yeah, I went to the dumpster one rainy day in July, and this little kitten comes from the back there, comes up towards me, meowing. Would only get about 10 feet away from me, wouldn't get any closer. So I came back home, got a can of food and a paper plate. Went there, put some food on a plate, and tried holding the plate out and seeing if he'd come to it. He wouldn't. As soon as I sat the plate down and backed up a little bit, he came right over, started eating, but couldn't get him. Had to end up borrowing a live trap, and then that didn't catch him because he was too light to trip it. He was standing right on the trip plate and wouldn't trip. But the trap was right behind one of the dumpsters. So I snuck around, came down the side of the dumpster. I was actually standing on the side of the dumpster so he wouldn't see me. And then reached around behind the dumpster and manually closed the trap. Of course, it scared the heck out of him. He started jumping around terrible. But I had him. Then I brought him home, put him in a dog cage, and he went wild for a while, then calmed down. The other cats went up, started sniffing him, kissing him and stuff. He seemed to get along real good with the cats. Well, later in the evening, I took him out of the cage and held on to him, petted him. He seemed pretty good for a couple minutes and wanted to get down. And since he's doing so good in the cage, I just put him down on the floor and see what happened. Well, he was still scared. So he went under my bed, went up in the box spring, spent the night up there. Next morning, I pulled my bed all the way from the wall, slid the mattress over, tipped up the box spring. There he was. I wanted to make sure he wasn't trapped in there. And then I discovered that there's no way, the way those springs are designed, there's no way anyone could get trapped in there. So that made me feel a little better. Well, anyways, he started coming out a little bit. And then later in the day, he was doing pretty good with the cats, but still didn't want to get near me. And then as things progressed, he started getting a little bit closer to me. While he was eating, he let me pet him. And I picked him up a few times. He wasn't real happy about it, but he didn't fight it too bad. Then after about 6 weeks, he was actually coming over and climbing up into my lap, but I couldn't tuck his head for another couple weeks. And then that puts it about 2 months that I had him. And then he just got just as friendly as he could be. Yep, J&B. He loves me. He loves all the other cats. All the other cats love him. Perfect fit. Yep, Emily. Yeah, I found him. And there's no houses real close by to where those dumpsters are. They're in the side yard of a church, but there's no houses close by. Well, I shouldn't say that. Nothing real close. And he was just hanging out right there at the dumpsters. And from what I understand, that is a place where cats and dogs are dumped. And the way he was just hanging out right there, not leaving, I really think he was dumped there. And I found him. And he's very happy now. Yep. Thank God I saw him. Oh, there goes Teddy out through the window out on the porch. That window's getting shut soon. It's starting to get chilly in here, even with the heater on. Well, thank you, Joanne. I try to be. Yeah, I actually want to put a video. That's one of my ideas. I want to put a video out on him. Yep. I know what you're saying there, Jane B. That's an idea, Emily. I know people are trying to get me to do more shorts. Last short I did was right after I moved in here, and I got some trolls on it. I haven't done a short since. Hi, Superman. Welcome back. I did gain a few subscribers from it. But the thing is, I don't like gaining trolls. And then it was less than a month, probably about 3 weeks later, is when the dogs showed up. They actually came here right to me. Of course, Sanford, he came right to me at the dumpsters, too. Because he was over back there somewhere in the weeds. And there was another guy there putting trash in the dumpsters. And he came to me, not that other guy. Yeah, I had 10 cats, Emily. Yet, Joanne, Superman came back. I think I've only done one live lately where he hasn't been in it at some point. He spent a lot of time laying in my lap or laying right next to me. Yep, Joe. Sometimes that's true. Yeah, you never know, Emily. Because 99.9% of the people that have come to my channel have been good people. But that 1/10 of 1%, that really makes it bad. And any of you that are friends with me on Facebook And you can find me, even if you're not friends with me. On my profile picture, there's a cat on my shoulder. That's Superman when he was younger. Okay, Wanda. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. No, I don't use those robotic cat litter boxes. And if you do end up getting one, make sure you do some research on it. Because there's one brand in particular, I can't remember what it is, but I have read about that one several times. That cats have been killed in because it's malfunctioned, and they keep selling it. It hasn't been pulled off the market. And there's good ones out there. But you just gotta really be careful of what you get. I don't think so, Emily. Yeah, I've got jumbo-sized litter boxes, and I use pine shavings for litter. That works out pretty good for me. They should be cleaned out about every 3 days. Sometimes it goes a little bit longer than that, but I should get it done every 3 days. I've got 3 of them in use right now, and I have another one. I think I'll put the other one in use too. But I got it because when I move into the big house, then I'm definitely going to have 4 litter boxes then. That's funny, Joanne. Okay, I'm going to take a short break here. Yeah, let me up. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Well, I was going to shut the window, but I see Teddy's sitting just outside the window. So I guess I'll just go to the bathroom and warm that coffee up real quick. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. I'm back. Got to check, see how many was in here before I left. Still got 25. So I don't think too many left if anyone did. Well, got a hot cup of coffee now. Windows closed. Teddy decided it was too cold out on the porch, so I got the window closed and turned the heater up a notch. Okay, I think I'm back to where I was. I haven't heard anything from Jeff since his last video. And in his last video, he said he was feeling much better, but he still wasn't 100%. But that was a few days ago. So I'm not sure. I hope he's continuing to get better. Yeah, they were out there barking at something, Emily. I'm not sure what. Because it wasn't a real ferocious bark. They might have been barking at the dogs down the road. Because there's some dogs, not a real close neighbor. You can hear his dogs barking quite a bit. And if he's running his lawnmower or his chainsaw or something, you can hear that. Other than that, I wouldn't hear anything from him. I would say he's probably 1,000 feet down the road, if not a little bit more. They might have been barking at his dogs. I'm not sure. Oh, I know you guys talk about me when I leave, Emily. That's fine. Oh, J&B must be talking about some other Peter. Yep, that Peter is a good guy. You can't be talking about me. Yes, Joanne. I've had issues with that. In fact, I should tell everyone, if you are going to send me a friend request on Facebook, send me a message request also. Let me know who you are. And those is obvious who you are. Because I've had some people that I haven't accepted friend requests from right away. And it might be a few weeks. I had one that was about 2 months later. I finally figured out who it was. And, oh yeah, I'll accept this request. Because I've had some requests. It's actually been someone that I vaguely knew, but didn't know real well. So I thought it was kind of odd they were sending me a friend request. But I accepted it, and then they start chatting with me, and then it becomes obvious right away that it's someone's account that's been hacked. So I'm very careful on accepting friend requests for that reason right there. And I normally don't send friend requests out anymore either. Because I've had so many rejected by, well, been rejected by family, people that I thought I was friends with. So I just pretty much gave up on sending out friend requests now. Once in a while I do, but for the most part I don't. I'm getting my feet tangled up in my charger cable here. Well, you know, Joe, when I first started YouTube, of course, I didn't have anywhere near the number of subscribers I do now. See, first video was out July 15th. My birthday is July 31st. I wonder if I should do a live on my birthday, do a birthday live. And I asked about it in a video, and everyone said, go for it, you should do it. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll do it. Might be 5, maybe 10 people at most I'll get, and maybe I keep it going for a half hour. I got to go back and check on that. I think that live was something like 2 hours. And I can't remember how many people I had. But it was more than I expected, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, Joe. Cats have been naughty in the past, that's for sure. Plus, I almost tipped over the tripod because I was trying to climb over the cable to get past it. There's a coyote. A more than one. Hey, dog, start barking. I ended up making it by without catching my foot in the cable, but I do that quite a bit. Oh, yeah. Cats rule the house. That's what cats do. Hello, DJ Turneroo. Well, DJ, I think you know by the flag hanging behind me, if anyone doesn't know. I'm in Arkansas. Hello, Barbara. No, I don't have the deal heater up and running yet. I got the frame built that I got to screw the side of the house to mount it to. And I've got a lot of the prep work done. But when I was working out the other day, I was standing there a little bit too long, and it really started bothering my leg. And I'm just afraid I'm going to push it too much. So I've been taking it easy the past few days. And speaking of my diesel heater, I found a place to get diesel cheaper for it too. I went to fill a propane tank yesterday, and I needed gas in my car, so I decided, well, I'll pull around the building and get gas, and then pull to the other side and get my propane tank filled. And I noticed that they had the red dye diesel, which is for off-road use. So there's not a road tax on it. That's 40 cents a gallon less than the regular diesel. So guess where I'm getting my diesel from now on? Because that one container I got, I could have saved $2 on that instead of cost me $16. I could have got it for $14. Hello, Ark Wild Man. I've always done live on my birthday, Emily. First year, 2022, that was my first live ever. Then 2023, I did a special live on my birthday. And then this year, July 31st was on Wednesday. So it was one of my regular live times anyways. Gotta take the trash out too, Emily. Hello, Radio Jonesy. Exactly, J&B. Yeah, cats are in complete control. And they allow me to live here. And my dogs are doing good in these temperatures. Of course, like I was saying, the lowest that we've been is maybe 24, 25 degrees. And they're going in the doghouse and laying together in there. So they're staying good and warm. Yeah, Joe. Red means hot. So I put out more heat, right? I know when you're using a kerosene heater, you don't want to use dyed kerosene in it because it'll ruin the wick very quick. But where a diesel heater doesn't have a wick in it, you can get away with it. My birthday's right in the middle of your winter, Jonesy. July 31st. I'm not sure which live you're talking about, Emily. If you talk about my first live 2 years ago, almost 2.5 years ago, no, you weren't in that because you haven't been subscribed to my channel that long. I think you've only been subscribed to my channel for maybe a year and a half. I'm pretty sure it was after I moved to Arkansas. Oh, this past live, so my birthday 2024, I'm not sure. It was on a Wednesday night. And I know you missed a few Wednesday nights because you had to get up early Thursday morning. So I'm not sure. Yep, that's exactly it, Bubba. And it is a major fine. It's possible, Jonesy. Because I know the United States Postal Service is very slow. I know I've said this a few times. Anyone that hasn't heard it yet, I'm going to let you know. I had to order a new charger for my laptop. I ordered it on eBay, which was a mistake. I should have ordered it on Amazon, but it was going to be a few dollars more on Amazon, so I ordered it on eBay. It was shipped out of New Jersey by UPS. They got it to Arkansas, Fayetteville, Arkansas, which is exactly 100 miles from here, in 4 days. It took the Postal Service 1 week to get it the last 100 miles. Yeah, they're ridiculous. I know with Amazon, it's still delivered to my house by the mail, but Amazon gets it to our local post office. And they are great at our local post office. There's been twice, and I order a lot of stuff from Amazon. there's been twice that it's gotten into the post office after the mail carrier has gone out on the route, so it was delivered the following day. But anything else, as long as they get it there on time, I get it that day. Hi, Superman. Come back to visit? I don't know if everyone stopped chatting or what. I'm going to close chat out and try it again. Okay, it looks like no one's chatted for a couple minutes. Yeah, that's one reason I like ordering from Amazon. Because they've got some major warehouses not too far from here. I know in the Dallas area, they've got some there. And that's where a lot of stuff comes out of. And if I order that by a certain time today, it'll be here tomorrow. Oh, I know where you keep your beverages now, Emily. Watch out. If I'm ever in your area, I'll go right to your garage and grab myself some beverages. Okay, you have a good night, Ace. Yeah, I guess turn the heater up on medium. It got down to 60 in here. But I had the window open for the cat because I don't have the cat door installed in the window yet. But once I get that in there, then they can go out on the porch anytime they want and come back in, and I won't have to have the window open. But I haven't let them go out on the porch in a couple days because of the weather. So, a little bit warmer today, so I told them they could go out there. Have a good night, J&B. Have a good night, Haig. Have a good night, DJ. Not sure, Joanne. Oh, I see it now. I went up far enough to see it. I'm not sure. You still in here, Jonesy? Joanne's wondering what the red circle and red square is you put by your name. Let me see. Oh, sorry, Daisy. And I got my foot up on the footstool. Daisy's laying there. I just kicked her. She's not mad at me, though. Oh, roasted potato sounds good, Emily. Yeah, she didn't even hardly move, so I don't feel too bad for her, Emily. I don't even think she fully woke up. She just moved her head a little bit and then said, nah, I'm not going to wake up to this. Well, I finished up my stuffing and my broccoli and rice casserole. I got a little bit of cranberry orange relish left. I've got some gravy. And I got a lot of turkey. So, not sure what I'm going to have tonight. I might open up a can of sausage gravy and have it over an English muffin, too. Because I might hold off on the turkey for a while. I've had quite a bit of turkey last few days. That'll keep in the freezer for quite a while, so I might do that. Yeah, stuffing that I had was pretty good. Well, I guess I gotta say hello to Jonesy again. He came in under a different channel now. So, gonna have to stay on here for a few minutes. Give Jonesy a chance to come in under all 12 of his channels. Well, I've been called a turkey before, but I've been called a lot worse than a turkey. I'm warming up nice in here. Except my feet. My feet always get cold. Always have, ever since I was a kid. Always had trouble keeping my feet warm. No, socks are something you put on when you're going to go outside. You don't wear socks inside. No, actually, I don't have fleece socks. I did have a nice pair of slippers. Not sure if I still have them or not. I got them for $1 at one of the thrift stores last year. I like to be barefoot when I'm inside. That was one thing I hated about when I was in New York. The floor of the camper would get so cold that I'd have to have socks, wool socks, and boots on. And my feet still get cold. I'd be sitting there, socks, wool socks, and boots, and then jeans and flannel shirt. And rest of me be fine. But my feet, boy, they were cold. Hello, Jonesy. See, so far, Radio Jonesy on tour, Island Life in Tasmania. Then Australian Radio Indie. I think he's only been in on 4 channels so far. Hello, Jonesy. Here he is on Beach Feet. Are you out of channels now, Jonesy? Because these 5 are the only 5 I can think of. $31 thumbs up. Well, Emily, we just have to. Beach Feet is Jonesy. You know, actually, Ann, I did used to use them when I was in New York. I used to put the hot hands in between 2 gloves when I was standing out on the road waiting for the bus to go to physical therapy, because sometimes I'd be out there for 45 minutes. And then I had the ones that go in my boots, toe warmers. I probably should get some of them. Yep, that's right, Jonesy. Oh, by the way, hello, Jonesy. Yep, I forgot about Tasmania ASMR. Hello, Jonesy. Yeah, I forgot about Charlie, too. Well, so that's 7 channels that Jonesy has. And Charlie is Radio Jonesy's dog. The dogs are doing good, Emily. Okay. Thanks for letting me know that, Emily. Yeah, dogs are doing very well. They look a lot different now than they did when they first came here, that's for sure. They filled out nice now. Buddy has grown quite a bit. They're on a different food now. I was feeding them pedigree. But one of our local farm stores has a cheaper food that they highly recommend. The ingredients are almost identical to pedigree. It's same protein, same fat, and some of the other vitamins in it and stuff are very, very close. And it's a lot cheaper. It's $23.99 for a 50-pound bag. And I was paying $30 for either a 36-pound bag or a 44-pound bag of pedigree. It looks like the ingredients are the same in those two bags, but the 36-pound bag is smaller pieces and they seem to like it better. And the other one, that actually for bigger dogs, and they didn't like that as well. But this I'm getting locally, that they're really liking, and it's very small pieces. And they have another one in there that's $30 for 50 pounds. That's higher protein. Well, they've been doing so well on, I think it's 21% protein, that I don't think I'm going to get the other bag because the way they've been growing on this, I think this is just fine. Yeah, my dogs get fed twice a day. Sometime in the evening, up to the time I go to bed. And then when I first go out in the morning, they get fed then. And they don't eat all their food immediately. It takes them probably 3 or 4 hours before they eat it all. They come nibble a little bit and then they come back again. Are you asking what the brand is of the dog food I'm getting locally, Ann? I don't know what it is without looking it up. It's not one of the major brand names. I'd have to go outside and look at the bag. Yeah, my whole life, when I was a kid, my mom always fed the dog once in the morning, once in the evening. And that's what I've done ever since with any dogs I've had. No, I've been talking about dog food, Ann. But I just can't remember what the brand name is. But I get it at our farmer's co-op. Same place I get my chicken feed. I knew they had it there, but I wasn't sure about it at first. And I asked them about it, and they highly recommended it. And then I checked the ingredients, and I decided, since the ingredients were almost identical, that I'd get it, see if they liked it, and they love it. Me too, Joanne. I'm afraid of holes. But unfortunately, Buddy likes to dig holes. The other two, they do dig some, but Buddy seems to be my real hole digger. I'm looking out the window today and I see he's got a hole dug out in the side yard. But fortunately, I don't hardly ever walk through that area. Because I told him the other day, he's got to quit digging them out front where I'm walking all the time. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting those concrete pavers in there just so we can't dig it up. I don't want to fall in a hole. Hello, Troy. No, that's fine. You wouldn't believe the number of lives that I go into, and I have to be quick to sneak a hello in because they're saying goodbye when I get in the live. Well, Domino's happy now. If anyone heard something just a minute ago, it's a styrofoam that my diesel heater was wrapped in. Makes a perfect cat bed. But she gets in it and has to dig for a minute before she lays down. And now she's laying in it. Fits right in it perfect. Don't think it's going to be 7 hours, Joe. I've shortened my life drastically. I used to go, I don't think I ever did a live less than 3 hours. And then a lot of them were 4 or 5 hours. One was 8 hours. But here lately, hour and a half, 2 hours, and that's it. And I've already been on here over 2 hours. But still got 26 people here. $33 thumbs up. And if anyone's wondering, because I know I've had some people ask me about it, I did do some updates to my Amazon list and my Walmart list within the past few weeks. And that noise was Fluffy falling off a shelf. But I did do some updates on my Amazon list. And several items I have on there are in their Cyber Monday sale. I can't see this the best tonight. That's why it's taking me a minute to read comments. Oh, all my cats are friendly, Joanne. Like I was saying, it took 2 months for Sanford to be fully comfortable with me. But after 6 weeks, he was jumping up in my lap. He was just cautious about didn't want his head touched or anything like that. But he is so friendly now. You all see these cats when they first realize I'm awake in the morning. They come from all over the place and hop up in bed with me. Some of them spend the night up there. But when I wake up in the morning, usually all of them except Dixie. Dixie kind of hangs back by herself. Like right now, where is she? Oh, there she is. She's over on the freezer right now. Well, the rest of them, they'll all be right there. And I can't even get out of bed. I have to make a move so I can get out of bed. They're so happy to see me first thing in the morning. That you do, Joe. That's not a problem, though. Was there any more questions for me? And I'm wearing my newest shirt here. It's what they gave me when I signed up for the fiber. Oh yeah, they'll remember that forever, Joanne. If they've had a bad experience with a person. Because like Sanford, you could tell he wanted to be friendly right from the beginning. But it took him a long time to actually trust me. But it took him less than 24 hours, and he was best friends with every one of the other cats in here. And they all loved him right from the beginning. And then I've noticed with the dogs, they're afraid to get in the car. And that just reinforces that I believe they were dropped off. Because they just act like something bad's going to happen if they get in the car. Yeah, I've heard of that happening, Joanne. It'd be years before someone can tame a cat. Well, I don't have anything else to talk about right now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this. I want to thank everyone for being here. I appreciate it. I'll have another live Wednesday evening at 10 o'clock Central. Okay, have a good night, everyone.